Hibike, humareta te no yume sume kono de subarashi. I don't know what subarashi means off the top of my head. I think that's wonderful. I think that's somewhere in that ballpark. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Also, it's already been a couple of days. Like, was this a time skip, or does he just mean from the first visit and the second visit, and that's all it needs for it to be? I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But, oh wait, am I favoring her more now? Is she leading? She must be leading. You come and buy me a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins spill out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so that leaves only the one option. I give up! Guilty! Yuri suddenly giggles. Interesting. Are there joint scenes? Can I, like, follow both of their paths? Also, Frost time. Watch my suffering. Delight in it, as many do. Ooh, I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening in or anything. It was just something in my book that is also hilarious. Yuri. Tell Ike to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just talk some shit? Yeah, you talked some mad shit. Talking about suffering being fair retribution. Like, I don't know. It comes down to a completely binary thing of if Yuri is a red herring. It's completely out of my hands now. I can declare with absolute certainty that all evidence points to her being the one who murders people, but they could just as easily be like, surprise, idiot, it was Sayori, and I would never see it coming. They've completely hidden any way I could see it coming. Guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Also a red flag, thank you, Yuri. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. You troll! Oh yeah, give her the anime slaps. Oh no, I didn't do it. What was a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant. Oh no! Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Okay, so she is a demon. She does not deserve anything. We got some low opinions of Sayori in the peanut gallery. I knew it was Natsuki, just smoking her with baked goods. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! My arch nemesis! That's so nice of you to give me. She seems nice. She seems like she's all about friendship. Of course, she's also a parasite. I can tell Sayori is a parasite. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Evil. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Wait, you just eaten everyone's cookies? She really is evil. Yeah, why do you think I gave you the inferior cookie, you scrub? You don't get the chocolate one. Oh no, she's doing moe hugs. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. I knew it! I knew she'd steal that cookie! It's true, she is evil. Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful of Sayori trots away to safety. I can't, I'm trying to avoid spoilers, so I can't actually read that comment. I caught a glimpse of what looks like spoiler, so I'm now afraid of my own comment section ruining everything. I've never played this before.
Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Well, she's doing a bad job of presidenting. What, are you out there disposing of some bodies, lady? Yeah, I haven't heard this either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. And didn't tell anyone. And also, we don't have phones. Is this the 80s or something? I mean, those are regular desks. They're an inkwell desk. Wait, no. The inkwell desks predate the 80s. What am I thinking? Please don't spoil her anything about the game. By the way. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Get wrecked, Natsuki. I'm super sorry. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up, anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Isn't there a bell to help you with that, Monica? Are you absolutely... Yeah, that makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. It's a really loud piano. I'm gonna point out that this sounds a lot like I was murdering someone. This is my cover. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. I also look forward to it. I can't toggle between the voices. I can do one of them for a while, but I can't hot swap. It's too exhausting. Yeah, I figured that she's pianoing pretty hard. Didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. Oh god, how much have you been pianoing recently? Would there not be, like, a lore thing? Is this character so completely out of touch that he's not aware of students disappearing or something? Because that seems like something that people would notice. And I'd really love to share. Love the chance to share once I'm ready. Once you're ready. These murders have to be piano performances have to be perfect. No, not really. I chose to leave out Miss Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. What an animal. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. Okay, so I did pick Yuri. Oh no! Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was kind of just waiting for you. Oh, I see, she was holding on the other one. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. I haven't actually seen any of the Saw movies, I just know the gist of them. I just really wants to play a game. Otherwise, I have no idea what Saw kills means, and I'm also terrified to read the comments, because spoiler town. She wants the tea first. She has to get her, and she needs some amphetamines, you need some poison, let the lady make some tea. There's one thing that can make any reading time here better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her retrieve a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher. It also fetches an electric kettle. I thought that was an electric knife. I was just thinking, wow, this is gonna escalate quickly. How does she make tea? I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go for some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down. There's only one kettle. Kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. That's... Okay, maybe I've been saying red flag too often, but that also seems... Confidence in one's body movements makes me feel just a little bit like she's gonna be doing stabbing. I've not gotten any game overs yet. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... We're just filling the water pitcher. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? I need one of... I need whoever's going out to be isolated for later. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve AK in the club activities? I should watch the Saw movies eventually, because I hear that they go super downhill. I don't know, I know some of the gizmos. I know that one dude gets one lady gets her scalp pulled off by some machine. It also sounds like... Oh yeah, the first one's the one where the guy ends up like an idiot in the end. And he's... like... he's shackled to a phone. And... no, he's shackled and he has to reach a phone. And he doesn't just like use the saw to reel in the phone. He has to cut off his own leg. That's clearly the only way. There's nothing else he can do about this. I don't know. I don't know the Saw movies well enough. I can just shit talk on if I coast very hard. If somebody already wants to shit talk Saw, I can hop on that train. That's all I can really do. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, it just... something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but... it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. How come, even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No, the climax was the thing, right? It was the climax with the cell phone. Anyway. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you for having feelings? You've got the bad feels. It's called anxiety disorder. You should see someone about it. Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. I really like being friends with you. Oh man, it's getting so romantic. We got cat attacks in the comments section. You were focused on the girls. You were like, which one of these girls is gonna pull the knife first? It was your own cat. It was your cat was waiting for several hours in your room. Even if you don't have a cat, you should be very worried. But if you do, then you should just keep an eye on it as normal. That should be your standard cat procedure. Anyway, we got water. Do you like oolong tea? Ah, yeah, anything's fine. Very well. So that's the temperature on the kettle. I love how visual novels always give you these ultra-methodical run-throughs of mundane tasks. Like, yeah, I know how to set an electric kettle. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Oh, that was me. They're the same color. If they changed these colors of fonts, it'd be way easier for me to tell who's speaking at a glance. You'll only be more impressed. You'll be so amazed at my skills and things. To my surprise, she even started humming a little to herself. He must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. I know some tea. Dude, 3:31 a.m. You gotta. Yes, well, I'll be wrapping up the stream shortly. You can sleep soon, but also you should sleep soon, even though I appreciate the audience. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. Okay, now that actually isn't a red flag, but I feel like it is. Somebody enjoying that another person is concerned about them. That feels like something a murderer would like. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Okay, well, you've already missed the bus if the sun is coming up in an hour. So, you gotta... Here's a pro tip. Sleep when it's dark, otherwise it's just gonna be a harder time. I just have back pain fairly regularly. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely, your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. I have some chocolate as well. I have kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Oh, that's the one thing. Japanese people seem to call a wider range of things candy than we call them. You should sleep most of the days. You should sleep all of the days, in fact, barring rare circumstances. That's my life advice. In this game about murder, I'm giving some life advice. You never know when a cat or a yandere will kill you. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to one another. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, it's not holding the book. Yeah, no, I didn't think it was your book hand, dude. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. What a hero! Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go. But yeah, no, it's like cookies are chocolates also, and donuts are candy, and I don't know, man. I'm gonna need to consult that one Japanese friend I have who was never available about this at some point. We've let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're a genius. You're a genius! You know, you could also, she holds this, I don't have any harder time reading for it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, you could use... There's gotta be a way. There's always a way to eat chocolate-covered things without touching it with your filthy hands. I guess you could also just use the hand that's not holding the book. What, you are? If your cat is sleeping on your back, then you are already lying down, right? Just pass out where you stand. Or sit. If you're standing, then your cat is weird. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Yeah, she loves it. Did I just... I guess I shouldn't have done that. You were just helping. Something that friends do. Yeah, friends feed each other chocolate all the time. It's great. Anyway, the situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. Well, you might even say that this is some kind of Doki Doki literature club. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Oh! Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. She's giving me the crazy eyes. Yeah! I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Ah. It's time to share poems! You can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Yes! Yes! That! I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Cool. God damn it, what a boner killer. Look, you might be murdering students, but of more immediate concern to me is that you just murdered my boner. Monica. Jesus. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright. Let's save it again. Oh man, there's a lot more to go, but I started at 8. I can finish around. I will do all of this, and once I reach the next poem writing phase, we're done here. So, once again... No, this time let's start with Sayori.